I've been on YouTube now for a while talking about my virtual assistant journey. It's been like 4 years now. And recently, a few months ago, actually, I went back and I looked at some of the courses and resources that I had been recommending to people. And I realized that a lot of the resources out there for people who want to start their virtual assistant business are expensive. And someone like me, I know if I was just getting started and I wanted to get a program like that, I wouldn't be able to afford it. And that is why I decided to make my own program, which is high quality, but also affordable. Like much more affordable than these $1,000 programs. I mean, I'm sure that those programs are very valuable and nothing against them. Like, if you want to get that, go for it. But just like people like me who can't afford that, there needs to be a product out there. So I created the Complete VA Business Guide and the Complete VA Business Course. Now, the guide is a separate thing to the course. You can get the guide by itself. If you get the course includes the guide. And it's basically a step-by-step guide to help you launch your virtual assistant business. I even go through after you launch, how to find clients, how to onboard clients, even specific things for moms. While the guide and the course are not specifically for moms, it's for anyone. I did want to put some content in there for moms like me who want to do this on the side. So I wanted to share with you a little bit what it looks like inside the guide and inside the course in case you are interested. So here goes.
So here is the Complete VA Business Guide, the essential step-by-step guide to becoming a virtual assistant. Now, obviously, I'm not going to go through the entire guide because copyright, but here's a little bit about it. So first you go into my welcome page, and then there's the table of contents. Now, all of these topics are covered in the course as well. Again, the guide is kind of like an ebook workbook. So it goes along with the course, but you can also purchase the guide separately if you're looking for an even more affordable option. So first of all, you have the VA Identity Guide. You can purchase this part separately as well if you are just looking for the first steps towards becoming a virtual assistant, but it includes the VA Identity Guide, branding basics, setting up your business. It includes topics about finances, preparing to serve clients. So before you launch, I even include a before you launch checklist. Launching and finding clients, where to find clients. There's a few pages about that. Working with clients. I talk a lot about onboarding and kind of like tips for working with clients. Mastering work-life balance. This is mostly for moms. Now, I will say a lot of the topics I cover are not just for moms. It can be for anyone, but I did want to include some topics for moms just because I am a mom. So mastering work-life balance, I talk about my routine as a mom, tips for managing time and home, meal resources, and planning maternity leave. And then the final part is next steps. What should you do after you start your virtual assistant business? So first is the VA Identity Guide, discovering where you belong in the virtual assistant industry. So here's kind of a sample of what you're going to be getting. So it includes topics like what's your why? And then I have a fillable version to the guide that you can write what's your why? My why is blah, blah, blah. And so it's really literally like step by step. If you want something that is in order of what you need to do to start your business, this is a fantastic resource. Then I include some branding basics. I offer you some, I don't know about tips, but information about branding, what branding is. I talk about setting up your business. So it includes the easy peasy virtual assistant business checklist. You can get this for free in my VA launch toolkit, which I will post in the description, but this part is also included in the guide. And then I kind of go through the different steps that you're going to need to start your business. This is my favorite part, is the policies and procedures page, because I feel like these are a lot of important things that you don't think of when you're starting your business. But I go through, I think there's like 3 pages of this, of different policies and procedures that you should think about. And then I go I give you some pages to write down your own policies and procedures. So I talk about invoicing clients. I also talk about bookkeeping, so I give you some resources for that. I talk a little bit in this guide and in the course about tracking expenses and what you're going to need to track. But in the guide, I also wanted to give some resources for that because bookkeeping is something I did not know about when I was starting my business, but is really important. I give you like a before you launch checklist of all the things you need to do. Talk about discovery calls, give you some ideas on questions to ask. And then once it's launch time, I talk about cold calling and I give you like a sample of what I would, message that I would give to someone. And there's another page for you to kind of fill out your own template for cold calling. Part 7 is about working with clients. There's a client intake form in here that you can copy, you can put it in a Google form and send it to clients, or you can print it out and send it to clients. And there's about 2 pages of this. And these are things that when you're onboarding a client, information that you're possibly going to need to work with your client. Mastering work-life balance. Again, this is a lot. This part is really for the moms out there. So I share my sample routine, what it looks like with a toddler and a baby for me right now, tips for managing your home, meal resources. These are just like fun things, I think, for moms, and then how to plan for maternity leave. And the final part is what is next. What are the options for you once you launch your business? At the very end is additional resources. This part, I would say the additional resources is also for free included in my VA launch toolkit. So if you have not if you have not downloaded that, then please do. It's about 77 pages. Again, you could print it out, or there's a fillable version where you can fill it out on your computer. So whatever you purchase, if you purchase the guide or the course, you are going to be led to a page like this, and you're going to have to put in your own username and password to get to your dashboard. So there is the VA identity guide. These are 3 days to kind of discovering where you belong in the virtual assistant industry. You can also purchase this. If you get the complete VA business guide, you do get the VA identity guide mini course with it. And so this is where that would be. And there'll be a link to download the guide in this dashboard. Now we're going to go to the complete VA business course, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. So if you see on the left part, there are all the parts that are also in the digital guide. Now there are videos that go along with this. So I talk a little bit more about the why behind why you're going to be doing this and what that looks like. You can also get that complete VA business guide here in the introduction. There are also extras like in the contract section. You can find my contract here, and you would download it, and I show you how to download my contract. Again, when you get a contract, you can't just use that. I mean, you're going to have to edit it and make it your own because your business and name have to go in the contract. So you're going to download that, but then you're still going to have to edit it. And that's going to be for any contract, not even my contract. Any contract that you use that is a template, you're going to have to edit it to make it your own. But it is, I think, general enough that you can make it your own. So I also include things like a portfolio template. That's a Canva template that you can edit and make it your own. And there are other templates out there. You do not have to use mine. But I wanted to give like kind of a sample of what that looks like. And so again, there's videos that go with all of the parts to the guide. If you like video support or audio support, you like a little bit of extra information, this is a great option for you.
And that is it. I will post all of the information down below in the description if you're interested in purchasing the guide or the course. And also, if you haven't got my free VA Launch Toolkit. I highly recommend getting that because there is a special discount for you if you sign up for that. That's all for today. See you guys next video. Bye.